Hi. Hi, everybody.
Hello.
Welcome to Real Talk with the Parentes. I think you were saying it was episode 6.
I think it's episode 6, and I do have a theme for this one.
Awesome.
I'd like to have a theme because otherwise I can go on forever and it's not really interesting or exciting. But I wanted to talk about something that is relevant. Before I do that, I just want to acknowledge we had a long and rough week. So let's just say that and set it aside, actually, because that's not what I want to talk about. But what I found really interesting is like when I asked you the other day about if you were putting a dating profile right now, what would you say about yourself? Like, how would you quote unquote sell yourself? Because I think a lot of single people out there that are using dating apps, they have to say something that is intriguing and exciting, and somehow they have to summarize. I mean, that's how I would think of it. Like, I will have to summarize who I am and my spirit in a little bio, which, by the way, is the same in business. So tell me what you told me.
Oh my goodness. I'm trying to remember exactly because it was so funny. But it was something like...
Just tell me right now. Don't try to remember. Just tell me what you
I'm actually trying to remember. It would be something like dad of 2, entrepreneurial dad of 2, looking for someone to do stuff with, you know?
It's...
I have absolutely no idea. And it's funny because
It's humbling.
Yeah, and it's interesting because I remember many years ago, right, coaching somebody, and I actually think it was one of your clients around, these kind of dating posts.
Oh yeah, I remember who
that?
it was. Yeah, I don't want to say the name.
And I remember saying like, when you do these posts, people want to get to know you. They want to. Dating is
I think
about
she had
enjoyment.
a child. I think she had a picture of her and a child because she wanted. Not every woman thinks like this, but definitely I think like this, and I think many of my friends, like, we want to be real. And I think that there's a mistake in that. That's how we started a conversation.
Oh, yes.
Because I remember when this was like 13 years ago or something like that. I think it was the beginning of plentyoffish.com, OkCupid. I'm totally dating myself here. But I remember one time writing a post and actually wanting to be real. And I wrote something like, "This is beneath me." And, I don't like being here, but I'm doing it just because I want to meet somebody. And I thought that was real. What I only realize now is that just shows this very destructive side of me, the like I'm better than you side of me, which is actually the side of me that I own and am responsible for, but it's not who I am.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of us think we're cute and funny when we say things that are just downright inappropriate. Because if you're looking for your mate, or for a date of any kind, it doesn't matter what you want to do with people, whether you want to get married or just want to have a partnership of whatever, there's many different ways to relate. But the last thing you want to do is like lead with your rackets, as we call them in Lama, with your complaints.
Lead with your with your complaints of the world,
Yeah, so it's a...
Yeah, and the reason it is, especially in the dating scene, at least my experience is, like, dating is supposed to be fun. Now, it's stressful and it's like, all of these things, but it's supposed to be enjoyable. It's supposed to, you gotta make it fun. Otherwise, what's the point? For both people, right? And people miss that. They're like all about checking the boxes, and then they forget the fun part of it.
Yeah. I'll tell you something, it's really great you're saying that. I'll use myself as an example, and I'm married, so just to validate all the experiences out there that might exist. When somebody tells me to make it fun, it's literally like I feel, what am I now gonna do with this baggage of intensity that is me?
Oh, I got it.
Where am I gonna shove it for the sake of like 5 minutes be fun for you, you know, on a date. I mean, that's what comes up. I'm not saying it's real. I'm not saying that this is all that I am.
Yeah.
But I remember at the time trying to be more feminine, more fun, more this is hard. It's like a tough intention. Now, do you think I'm fun?
Yeah. But that's exactly
but
see
that's
that's
what
funny
I'm
thing.
saying,
See,
you know?
but it's interesting because I didn't say have it be fun for me. No, you said be fun for you. You're trying to be fun for me. No, I said have fun.
Having fun. Yeah.
You have, if you're having fun, if I'm having fun, even with you, then most likely you're having fun as well, unless I'm having fun at your expense, which, you know, ain't gonna last very long, no matter which scenario you're in.
It's not gonna last very long.
Yeah. Right? So.
I think the struggle is real, I want to just acknowledge. I know we're so complex as people. There's so many layers.
And you can't get all that through in a little text box.
Exactly. You cannot put all of that in a text box. And at the same time, you have to crack the door open somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
I think the same is true for business. Like, I know that a lot of clients that work with me or work with me are almost frustrated alongside me. Like, how do you explain your work in one sentence or in one pitch? I was working with somebody last week on that. Like, how do you say it in one pitch? And I'm like, I don't really know, because it's also, you know, there's also this thing that different people provoke the different side of you.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there are men that provoke the worst side of me. And I'm not saying, you know, I'm a leaf in a wind, like I can be the one in charge of who I'm being in a moment. But that took a lot of work. You know, we're also older now. We're 13 years older than we were when we dated and when we had this kind of challenge. Yeah. And I think when you're a young person and you don't have that experience, or you don't have some personal growth training, and you're just going out on dates and exposing yourself and interpreting, you know, how many people don't even have the distinction story interpretation, right? Like, oh, he did this, he's not interested. And I mean, I even do that to this day. I do that with Jason. He would do something and I would be like, you look bored. And he goes like, no, I'm just tired. It's ongoing. So I really have compassion for everybody that is creating something in their lives and then wanting others to participate in that creation, whether that's a relationship, your business, or anything else that you're creating.
And putting themselves out there, you know, like you even say, like, you know, put yourself out there. But it's true in the dating world, yes. But it's true for anything. It's true for participating in a school. It's true for moving to a new area, in our case, and, you know, even our kids going to a brand new school where they don't know anybody and they don't know the teachers in the middle of the year. It's true for business. You're going out there, you're trying to talk to people, and you're putting yourself out there with all the risk, I guess, or all the stuff that can come up for you in that situation. So it's it takes something. So kudos to people who do it.
Kudos to people who do it, and also just a big shout out to everybody who kind of looks beneath the surface a little bit. Like, you know, I'm reminded of Sandy, my acting teacher, and how, like, I felt seen by her, like, from the get-go. There's some people that are just special like that you feel comfortable with right away. And I think that's what, you know, when you go out on a first date, like, that's what you're also wanting to see, that somebody puts you at ease.
Correct.
Not that, again, it's not about giving power away, but around certain people you can be yourself. I know one of the things that makes our relationship work is that I'm just not faking anything, you know? And when we first started dating, I really was, like, I was holding it in, and I was like trying to be appropriate and never lose it and stuff. And then it's when we broke up that I was like, okay, you know, we're not gonna be together anyway, might as well just be me. And being that true myself is actually what got us together. So I think it's important to just be you.
Yeah.
And
Exactly.
I know that's a tall order, and some people maybe probably don't know what that means, but just be you.
Yeah, and have fun. Goodness.
Oh my God, here comes him.
You have to have fun. Have fun. Even though it might be difficult.
Okay, just before we finish,
Yes.
I don't want to end on this note, because that can, I know it would upset me like 10 years ago if somebody told me just make it fun or be fun or whatever.
That's not what I said.
What did you say?
Have fun. I didn't say
I know,
you
but
be
even
anything.
have fun. Like there are people that are like, I consider myself serious.
Mm-hmm.
When people say like, chill out a little bit or relax a bit or anything in that direction, that's what I hear when you say like, have fun.
But that's not what I'm saying. You are a fun person. You know how to have fun. You keep telling me you're the fun person in the relationship.
I know, but hear me out. I know that. And there's something that happens for me. I'm actually just using this. I'm not using this to be
totally.
right.
I get it.
For me, I'm just using this because there are people, I'm sure, who like me are pretty intense, and sometimes there's something serious going on. And when we feel we have to be fun and it's not fun for us, it occurs as pressure.
Okay.
So what's something that can be still provoking fun, but it doesn't feel like you're not good as you are, so to speak?
I mean, if I was to suggest something to somebody dating, I would say make sure that date is you doing something you really enjoy to do.
That's what I say to people. Okay, so I get that.
Right? Like if you enjoy tennis, then go play a tennis game. If you enjoy in your
karaoke.
Karaoke, go karaokeing, because you'll have fun. You'll be in your own element. You don't have to go into a coffee shop and have it all be stiff and nervous.
Yeah,
and
like a job interview. Yeah.
Exactly. Right. It's
okay, so I think I get what you mean.
Yeah.
But I'm allowing myself to have it come up.
Totally.
Even though I'm not as reactive right now as I used to be, but I remember that would drive me insane. Be fun, be light.
I didn't, but
be more feminine.
But that's not what I'm saying.
I
you
even
get it,
have
right?
fun, but have fun to me sounds like I have to be fun.
I
How else do
understand.
you create fun unless you're fun? Anyway, please tell us in comments if you are in a relationship or dating, and if you're dating, how it's going and what you are seeing and what's relevant and what's not, and if there's anything we can say to make it, I guess, more fun for you.
Adrian wanted to say hi. Adrian!
He can't hear.
He can't hear you. He's doing his work
It's
in the
okay.
back. He's sick today.
It's there is our child.
There it is. I'm in the way.
There's our child. Okay. He can't say he wasn't in the video now. Bye, everyone.
Bye.